feel conscious. I feel sane. I feel crazy. I feel loved. I feel hated. I feel judged. I feel like I'm a human.
The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games and daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor. And every day the paper boy brings more. Breaks open many years too soon. And if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes for dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. The lunatic is in my head. The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change. You rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door and throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts, thunder in your ear, you shout and no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
I'm really freaking out right now. I'm really freaking out. We just hit the spiritual level. Brain damage is crazy. This song is absolutely crazy. Holy smokes. Real quick. I felt like we could end the album on this, but no. Eclipse? What the bro? This is getting crazy, you guys. Musically and lyrically, Brain Damage is where it's at. Brain Damage is absolutely where it's at. Oh my Lord. Let's go. I'm going to bring it back a little bit more. I just needed to take a moment to embrace and understand. It's like I'm being hit with a Mack truck today. This doesn't even make sense to me right now. This is insane. All right. We're diving back in. Brain Damage. The stuff that is here, the lyrics, well, I'll let it go through and then I'll talk about Brain Damage. This is an important one. I mean, all of it's important. It's starting to come together. Brain Damage connects with the intro, Speak to Me. Brain Damage, the song on Pink Floyd's album, The Dark Side of the Moon, directly correlates with their intro, Speak to Me. It's psychological and it's spiritual. And this whole album connects from what I'm seeing right at this moment. We'll see where Eclipse goes, but it's all starting to connect as I look at my notes here that I've been taking. I don't need any interruptions. I'm closing this door because I just heard my dog bark. Hold on, Sally Mae. Here we come. Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, Brain Damage.
Dark side of the moon.
The music is so powerful. Dirty work. This is dirty work.
All that you touch and all that you see, all that you taste, all you feel, and all that you love and all that you hate, all you distrust, all you save, and all that you give, and all that you deal, and all that you buy, big, borrow, or steal, and all you create, and all you destroy, and all that you do, and all that you say, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, and all that you slight, and everyone you fight, and all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in June, and the sun is eclipsed by the moon.
Oh, we're going back. We're going back to the heartbeat. We're going back to Speak to Me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, we've been listening to Eclipse. Oh, it connects directly to Brain Damage. You guys, get ready for it right now. They almost threw me off the path. When I heard the lunatic on the grass, immediately I thought grassy knoll for some reason. Just connected, grassy knoll, grass. I don't know, grassy knoll. I'm like, oh. Lunatic is the newspaper. I could be tripping. Interpretation is a mother sucker, but hear me out. Lunatic is the newspaper. The lunatic on the grass, the lunatic in your home, and then he goes on into these nuances of lunatic. But the lunatic is the newspaper. And from the newspaper, you get all your news, which is always divisive, always controlling, always weaponizing tragedy to control the human experience. The lunatic is the newspaper, and it's on your grass. They used to throw the newspaper on the grass. Then you bring it into your house, and then once you read it, you bring it into your mind and your existence. Lunatic is the newspaper, and the news makes you psycho. If I got on this reaction and said something about a political candidate or president, either way, someone's going to lose their mind about that person, regardless of who it is on the left or right. Because the news makes us lunatics. That's what I believe lunatic meant in that statement. The lunatic was the newspaper that you bring into your home, then you bring into your mind, then you bring into your existence.
Hold up. Hey.
That is insane, bro. That's absolutely nuts. And if I'm wrong, whoop-de-doo. Still, the concept remains that when we bring in these ideas that divide who? Us and them, because any color you like, color doesn't matter, but we have brain damage. Why do we have brain damage, you guys? Because the information we take in. Bro, you can control this. All that you do, all that you see, all that you feel, all that you hear, all that you say, all that you eat. I've said this on my channel many times. I said it in a song. I meditate without medication, rebuild the foundation without renovation. It's all elevation. Even the food you eat is information. We become the frequency of the things that we take in. I wrote that without hearing Pink Floyd. Me and Pink Floyd are connected at some capacity. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but we are connected. That's from a song I wrote called The Last Snare Bender. I meditate without I meditate without medication. Rebuild the foundation without renovation. It's all elevation. Even the food you eat is information. And that's why I'm able to connect to this so quickly. Because we're taking in information on many different levels. From the food we eat, which is the food we eat is telling our body what to do, how to process, how to live. From the information we take in from the news, from the program we take in from our music. It's all information. Holy shit. And you control it. We are the lunatics. We're the lunatics, you guys, because we're brain damaged. Because what did we do? We took the newspaper off of the grass and we brought it into our home, and we brought the lunacy into our mind. We brought the programming into our mind and became the lunatic. And what did they do with the music? They took you to church. They took you to cathedrals. They took you to the choir. They took you to church. Why? Because they're frickin' preaching. And we're going back to the beginning with Eclipse, the heartbeat from Speak to Me. That's what's happening here. It's within us all. It's within us all. Hold on. What is going on? Oh my God, it's in the track. So there's a heartbeat and there's music playing faintly.
Matter of fact, it's all doubt.
I thought that music was coming from upstairs, like my kids were watching a movie and it was bleeding through the walls. It's the album. And the moon eclipsed the sun, creating the dark side of the moon, which is in all of us, the dark and the light. And they decided to take us to church and end it. Oh, what a ride we just took. I feel happy. I feel sad. I feel joy. I feel pain. I feel conscious. I feel sane. I feel crazy. I feel loved. I feel hated. I feel judged. I feel like I'm a human. And this took me on a journey of the human experience. The dark side of the moon. Let me look at these notes that I took. So we started off with the intro, Speak to Me. It was a mental piece. It was psychological. You know, we felt our heart and there was chaos in our mind. But we were told to breathe. You know, don't take life so serious because we're not going to make it out alive. Let it be. We broke out of the facility, the concentration camp, and they're still chasing us. We ran into the fact that time is the most important thing, and I had an emotional experience during that moment, realizing that time is fleeting, and time with your family is very important. We made it to the great gig in the sky, which sounded like a party in heaven, right? But the party in heaven was not as important as the time we spend chasing money and treating money as God, which money is a tool. And, you know, money isn't as important as us and them. Not us versus them, but us and them. We were shown the power of coming together in that moment through the ups and downs. And the things that go round. Words are words. Words are powerful. But words are just descriptors at the same time. And any color you like. Color really means nothing. And if you think color means something too much, well, it might be because you're brain damaged at some capacity. Because you allowed the programming to seep in and make you crazy. The lunatic was the newspaper that was on the grass that you picked up, brought into your home, and brought into your mind and your existence and your living. We all became lunatics, even though we can control it. That eclipse, you know, the moon, you know, blocking out that light, leaving only the dark side of the moon, which is within all of us, the dark, the light. But you do control it, you know, all that you see, all that you do, all that you hear, all that you eat. It's right there in front of us. What the Pink Floyd? I was given a whole story, a whole experience And with this experience came closure. This is like a really good movie. I don't need 5 other series to watch. I don't have to watch 5 million episodes. You actually gave me a legit pathway and storyline that gave me closure. And I thank Pink Floyd for that. I thank the audience who directed me to Pink Floyd. And I thank my friends who told me I need to listen to this album in its entirety. I imagine listening to this album on a spring day or a fall day when it's around the high 60s. You have the window cracked. There's a breeze flowing. You're burning some incense and you're cleaning your whole house, and just this is throttled at the highest level, and just banging this throughout the house. This is an album I needed to listen to like this. This is an album you play while you're sending off emails or watching television or playing with your children. This is an album I needed to put the headphones on and just dive into. And that's what we did here. We laughed, we cried, we got deep. I don't think there's anything else to say, you guys. We've had some good reactions on this channel. I don't know where this one ranks for you, but it's pretty high for me. I'll be signing these notes and auctioning them off for $5 million. I'm just kidding. Let's lighten it up, man. This was crazy. This was freaking amazing, you guys. I'm here for this. Now, again, I'm going to try to release this in pieces because a 2-hour reaction might be hard for some people to digest, but I would recommend that you get your digestive enzymes and watch the full reaction, because from start to finish, this is a banger. But anyways, damn, you guys, I feel weird saying goodbye. I'm not ready yet. I have all the closure I need, but I'm not ready to say goodbye. Holy smokes. Anyways, I love y'all, man. Thank you for putting me on. Thanks for putting your boy on. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.